So I said to my manager, Elliot, when are you going to book me in a place that has some magic in it, you know? A place with real people. When are you going to get me down to Natchitoches, Louisiana? Jim intentionally mispronounced the name of the town, saying it phonetically, and looked off stage, scratching his head as if to ask for someone's help. How do you say that again? Nakatuch. Well, it looks like Natchitoches to me. He stepped back as the audience laughed and applauded. Jim followed his set list ordinarily. He would tell a story before singing each of his character songs, but with his ballads he usually gave no introduction. They were intimate and he believed spoke for themselves. He began playing the introduction to Dreamin' Again, a song he had written for me at our kitchen table in Coatesville, Pennsylvania. Me is, of course, his wife. Don't you know I had a dream last night and you were here with me, lying by my side so soft and warm. And we talked a while and shared a smile, and then we shared the dawn. But when I woke up, oh, my dream, it was gone. Don't you know I had a dream last night and you were here with me, lying by my side so soft and warm. And you said you thought it over, said that you were coming home. But then I woke up and my dream, it was gone. I'm not the same. Can you blame me? Is it hard to understand? I can't forget. You can't change me. I'm not that kind of man. Don't you know I had a dream last night when everything was still and you were by my side so soft and warm, and I dreamed that we were lovers in the lemon-scented rain. But then I woke up and found that again. I had been dreaming again. 45 minutes later, nearing the end of his set, Jim finished Bad Bad Leroy Brown. As the applause subsided, he backed away from the microphone and turned to Maury quietly and said, "This will be the last one, okay?" Maury nodded, and in the hushed atmosphere, Jim returned to the microphone. I'd like to finish with a song tonight for my new friend, Doug Nichols, who helped me bring my one-man band, Morty Muleheisen, and me here tonight. Take a bow, Maury, Jim announced, motioning to his friend. Maury smiled and raised both of his arms in the air in appreciation of the applause. Yeah, Doug was kind enough to pick us up from the airport today and just about got us killed driving into the city. There was this logging truck 3 times full that tried to shove us off the road. And I understand where that's coming from, because I did some trucking myself for a couple years and met some very interesting people. That was during my character development period. But I'm happy now. Yeah, sometimes driving a truck, these guys in the big rigs could get pretty happy too, because on long hauls, you have to get into that trying to stay awake a little bit longer phase that you can't do on in Natch, so you can make your haul profitable. The truckers, a lot of them go into these truck stops, which is like pharmacies on the road. I've seen guys with maybe, 7,000 pills under their seat in a brown paper sack. But I don't take them. I never did. I just like having them around in case I need them. I say, what's good for the sick is better for the well. And the crowd laughed and clapped enthusiastically. But I'm glad I don't have to do that, because I really just like being able to sing my songs for nice people like you. Jim motioned to Maury, and in perfect time they played the lead to Speedball Tucker to close their set. I drive a broke-down rig on Maypop tires 40 foot of overload. A lot of people say I'm crazy because I don't know how to take it slow. I got a broomstick on the throttle. I got to rope it up and head right down. Non-stop back to Dallas, popping them West Coast turnarounds. When they finished their last encore, Jim and Maury took their final bow. Jim stretched his arm into the air and waved. Good night, Natchitoches. Thank you very much. Jim walked off stage and Maury followed. Morgan and Doug were standing at the edge of the curtain applauding. Great show, Morgan said, still clapping. Thanks. Hey, I got to make a call right away. Then turning to Doug, Jim said, when I get off the phone, can you give us a lift to the airport? Sure, Jim, Doug drawled. Whenever you want to go, I'll be ready. Morgan, could you please get my stuff together? I'll meet you in the dressing room. He placed his guitar in Morgan's hands and walked quickly down the hallway. Striding up to the payphone, he lifted the receiver, inserted a dime, and dialed 0. Operator, the voice replied. I'm calling collect to San Diego. My name's Jim Croce. He gave her the number. I'm so embarrassed to ask, she said shyly. You wouldn't be, you're not the same Jim Croce who wrote that song, Operator, are you? Yeah, I am. You know that song? Oh, it's my favorite song. The phone began to ring. He got more anxious each time the phone rang. Once, twice, 3 times, then 4, then 5. I answered and accepted the charges. Ing, Jim exclaimed. What took you so long? Were you asleep? Oh, Jim, I'm so glad you called. No, you didn't wake me. It's still light here. I was just talking about you. Really? Yeah, the delivery man is here with the roll top desk. I told him that was my husband singing Bad Bad Leroy Brown on the radio, and he said he loved that song. Anyway, where are you? Well, I'm backstage in Louisiana. I just finished the show. Are you okay? I'm worried about you, Jim. I'm exhausted, Ing, but just 3 more shows to go and then I'm home. I miss you and Adrian James so much. I miss you too, Jim. How's Maury? I'll tell you later. We've decided to leave tonight instead of tomorrow. We're flying out in about an hour. Oh, by the way, Jim, that birthday gift you got Adrian James must have been something you dreamed up to drive me crazy. That puppy is peeing on everything, but Adrian James loves him to death. How's my little old man? Oh, he misses you, Jim. He points to your picture all the time. God, I can't wait to see him again. Hey, let's have a big birthday party for him in our new house. He paused, listening. I just called to tell you. Adrian James ran stark naked out the screen door and into the yard in hot pursuit of Spooner, their new puppy. Adrian, I yelled at the screaming as the screaming screen door slammed. Jim, Adrian's running across the yard after the puppy. I've got to hang up and run after him. He's not safe out there. Ingrid, please wait. What is it, Jim? I've got to get Adrian. The gate is open. Pausing, he said, I love you, Ing. I hesitated. It had been a long time since Jim had called just to say those words. I love you too, Jim. Please, please call me later tonight. Sweet thing. I've got to go right now. Goodbye. Jim kept the phone to his ear for a few seconds longer. He placed the receiver back in its cradle. Morgan approached him with Jim's guitar in its case. I packed it up for you, man. You ready to go? Thanks. Yeah. Sure, Morgan. He took the guitar from Morgan and walked toward the exit. Of course, September 20th, 1973 was the day he died, so that was the last known recorded events of his life. So I just thought I'd share that. All right. Hopefully, you guys didn't fall asleep. Yeah, you did. I love you. Good night.